concealed hinges. I think it's hinges, right? Hinges. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the how-to channel. As you can see, today we are going to practice installation of these concealed hinges. Now right here I have one fabric and plastic closet, and I want to replace this closet with a normal one made out of wood. And on this new closet we will have some doors, and for these doors we need to know how to install these concealed hinges. Now usually the hinges comes in two parts, the hinge itself and the hinge mounting plate, and of course sometimes you can also use the soft close not to slam your cabinet doors too much, right? And I already have one hinge here installed, and right here I have one very simple schema that I will show you how to make. With this schema it will be much easier to define the position of the holes for your hinges. Now I'm gonna show you how to make one schema identical to this one. First, let's make one middle line right here. Now on this middle point, on exactly 23 millimeters, mark one position. Okay, and this position is this hole right here, and that is the middle point for this round hinge part. This is basically 35 millimeter diameter, and the middle point is this one right here. We got this part solved. These two holes we are going to make after we insert the hinge in this big hole. Next up are these two holes, and these two holes are for hinge mounting plate. You need to make one another line, and that line will be 37 millimeters from this starting point of this paper. And now all that is left to do is distance between these 2 points, and that distance is 33 millimeters. 16.5 to one side, something like this, and 16.5 to the other side, something like that, and between them should be 33 millimeters, correct. All right, so 1, 2, these two are for the hinge mounting plate, and this one is for the hinge big circle. Now what I did here, I cut a piece of paper from this line and these holes, so it will be easier to mark positions on the table. All right, let me demonstrate how are we going to do this. So basically just put this piece of paper there, make a middle line and make this big center line, and you have a middle line and center line, and then on the other side against this middle line put another one and put these two holes. All right, so you have two holes for hinge mounting plate, and this hole is for hinge itself. But before we drill it, I like to make one small hole just to be sure that my screws are right on these positions. Now this big hinge hole should go 30 millimeters deep, but if you go a little bit deeper, that will not be a problem. Of course, speed 1 is not enough. Let's go to the speed 2. Now we can install the hinge itself to this part of the cabinet doors. As you can see, this is a little bit wiggly. That's why I like to install the hinge holding plate first and then the hinge itself. You have these two holes, just center it, because later you can release these screws and you can move this holding plate up and down if necessary. All right, we got that in. Now the hinge itself. Okay, let's put this one in like that. Now the position of these holes are basically fixed, so we'll just make a small dent. And yes, of course, we need to tighten this screw right here in order to everything to fit in a place. And of course, we have this soft close. The installation of soft close is pretty simple. Just put it here. There's a small groove. Just put these two tooths right here in these small grooves. Yeah, that's it. And basically when you close it, it will hit this rubber part and it will go in more gentle. There you have it, guys. Very simple and easy hinge installation, but only if you have this schema prepared. It's very easy to prepare it and you can use it over and over again because you don't have to measure anything. You have everything right here on this little piece of paper. If you want to know how to adjust these hinges, then I have one video made for these hinges right here. And that video you can see in this link right here. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next one.